3rd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Lock in, lock in.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey.
This time Jackson will throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Raven first down.
Play action. It's Jackson out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bears have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 66 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Finding Gabriel complete. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Let's go. It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They go play action. Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They go play action with Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England where he was the special teams coach for most of his career.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Now Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Bilal Nichols, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action. Now Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Got him in, it's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Oh, you got deep? Tighten up. Watch it go.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson steps away, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing here, Trubisky, forced out to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Hey, ball.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Ravens 19. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mike's both. And let's pin the mirrors back.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 71 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Now it's Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 38, Trubisky. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They're running. Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jackson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Check.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th down, here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, 62 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from you.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 75 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check 59.
To throw again, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Jihad Ward in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
General West. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. But now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Be ready, be ready. 44, Mike, 44.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
40. 180. Got double tight. Double tight. Hey. 4 down. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch twist.
On first down, Montgomery. He's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
I'm here all day. Alert. Hey, 18.
Trubisky going to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.